everybody, welcome back to my channel. Look, I got hot coffee this morning. Happy Sunday for me, not for you. It's hot. I love it. It is caramel macchiato. Sharon, it is caramel macchiato this morning. So good. The reason I'm laying down this morning is because today I have to take a shower, and we have to make the bed, and I have to do meds, and I have to fold laundry, so I have no energy to sit up and vlog. I will tell you, setting up does take it out of me a lot. I've been doing it more and more every day, but I've noticed that I'm more and more tired every day in the afternoon than I have been. Coincidence? Maybe. I don't know. I just assume that and I mean physically tired. Just physically, it's harder to get up off the couch. It hurts more when I lay down in bed. Like, just all these things that my body is just like, hey, take it easy. You're not healed yet. Don't overdo it just yet, and that kind of stuff. It's what I feel like my body's telling me. So today I decided just to vlog laying down, just to catch up with you guys. I don't know if it'll be a very long one, because yesterday was like a fantastic day, so I could tell you about that. But today we really don't have much interesting stuff. Just like I said, shower and change the bed and all that stuff. So not like, ooh, yeah, let's do all the fun stuff. Ooh, cleaning, folding laundry, yeah. Oh, anyhow, first thing I want to talk about was a product my sister, not sponsored, my sister turned me on to. It is called, it's one of those great names that you'll never forget. It is Lady, because it comes in ladies and men's version. This is Lady Anti-Monkey Butt Powder. And it's an anti-chafing powder. It basically has like calamine lotion in it. And I think cornstarch. And we've talked about before, like our under areas and our chafing areas, keeping them clean and dry. But this actually takes it a step further, and it actually kind of like, I don't know, like lubricates it, but doesn't lubricate it. It's not really medicated. Like calamine lotion isn't really medication, I'm pretty sure. I think it's more like a natural substance. Is it? What is calamine lotion? I gotta look that one up. But anyway, so it works really well, and I want to tell you guys about it. It isn't cheap, but you also don't have to use a ton, which means it'll last a little longer. And this is sort of like prophylactically. So we do have like the antifungal creams when we do have those diabetic yeast infections pop up, or if you have like a yeast infection pop up or a fungus pop up or whatever. But this is more like prophylactically to prevent that stuff from happening. I know a lot of people do just use cornstarch straight up, get from the grocery store cornstarch, and that works for them. That hasn't always worked for me very well in the past. I don't know if it's because with the diabetes, it senses that there is starch in the cornstarch. No, I don't know. It's weird. Maybe that just needs the other stuff. I don't know. Anyhow, that was the one thing I wanted to talk to you about, and then I'll tell you about my day yesterday. So yesterday did start off pretty good. I spent a few minutes with Jim just hanging out, and we tried to get up early. He tries to get up early on the weekends to keep his schedule semi-intact. If you stay up till 2 o'clock in the morning on Friday night, it's really hard to get up 5 o'clock in the morning on Monday. He does stay up later and sleeps in a little bit, but not tons. I do wish we had the luxury of just letting him sleep till without an alarm clock. And actually, I believe he did last week. He did last Saturday because he was off for 4 days last week. Maybe he did last Thursday. That's what he did. He did last Thursday. But he really even then didn't sleep very long because he was tired, too tired to stay up late, you know? Which I guess is good. But that being said, we hung out for a little bit in the morning. He made me some breakfast, his breakfast too. He made us scrambled eggs with all the meats in it and everything but the bagel seasoning, which we love. And we hung out while we ate breakfast, and then pretty much throughout the day, on and off, like, then he went in and vlogged, and my sister woke up, and then I hung out with my sister. They ended up not going to the Oktoberfest because it was really windy, and not everybody does really good in the wind. Even when the wind is, 72 degrees, it doesn't do, like, ears are not good in the wind. So plus they just imagined that the Oktoberfest would be blown all over the park, but that's okay. They didn't, they changed their mind. They were disappointed, but they were all understood. Everybody had a reason why they didn't want to go, and still it's disappointing, but it's okay. So we ended up hanging out at home, and we watched a movie. Let me remember what we watched yesterday. Another movie that I hadn't seen before. My sister's my sister's suggesting I watch all these movies that I haven't seen before. One of them, I watched the movie Accepted, which was really funny. She's like, how did you not see this? And I was like, I don't know. It just fell in a... And then we ended up watching, Jim and Julie and I ended up watching Lady in the Water, an M. Night Shyamalan movie. It was really good. It was so different than everything he'd done before. I feel like everything he does is different, but this kind of spoke to, like, us and where we have gone, like, in humanity throughout the ages. How, we've changed culturally, and it was kind of good. Actually, it was really good. Not kind of good, it was good. Then let's see. Then I came in to lay down for a little bit. I do in the afternoon. I try to, like, not sit in one chair too long or one position too long, because I found out that that's not good either. And then I went out for dinner. Sat at the kitchen table. And then we stayed at the kitchen table. I switched the cushion on the chair. I think I told you guys that I do that before. I think I've told you guys before that I do that. I sit on the cushion for a little while, and then I put the cushion up, and then I sit on the chair for a little while. And then we ended up playing board games. We played electronic Monopoly, which is fun. And I actually won the first game, which was shocking, because I think I've only won that game one time in all the time that I've played it. But Julie's like, you always beat me. I was like, hey. But I did. I dominated. Wow. It is just the luck of the roll of the dice with that thing. And there's some strategy with the way you swap people's pieces and stuff, but for the most part, it's just the luck of the dice. And I say that because she couldn't land on something to buy for like 4 rounds. She just kept landing on, like, the trade space or the community chest or jail or visiting, or, it's just really weird. But anyway, what else did we do yesterday? Jimmy started laundry. Oh, we worked on some information that I need for like the doctor and for the social worker. I just worked on some stuff that I may or may not need. We did research some information on the type of cancer, the type of medication, what to expect, what could possibly be, how it works, and that kind of thing. They gave us literature on the 3 medicines when we left the doctor's office, so that was good too. And I posted kidney cancer awareness, because though I do have the cancer all over, and we always think about it being in my knee, type of cancer it is kidney cancer. When you say renal cell carcinoma, that's what that means. So renal cell cancer, kidney cancer, is an orange ribbon. And Kidney Cancer Awareness Month is in March. So I did post some things on my Instagram that hopefully went to my Facebook business page so you guys could see that. I do need to go onto my private Facebook and make a post so everybody knows what's going on. But I just wanted things to settle down about my nephew for a little bit, because I want the focus to not be on me right now with everything going on with my sister. So I do have to call her today and see how she's doing. I did talk to my sisters yesterday too. Just make sure everybody's okay. Yeah. Let's see. Trying to... Yeah, I can't think of what I'm trying to say. There was stuff that I was going to talk about. Well, I did have somebody come and talk to me in my comments about the vaccination video that I did. And they had some questions that I thought I could just clear up from what I know from my research. That the why can't I remember what... My mind has gone completely blank. I'm so sorry. I started mentioning the research and the Kidney Cancer Awareness Month, and my brain just is going everywhere around that. And nowhere near it needs to be right now on this blog. Well, one thing I know for sure that we were talking about was she said about that my body, my choice situation that can come up in people's arguments against the vaccine. That is true to an extent. And I've compared this to drinking and driving before. When you drink alcohol, you only affect yourself. If you don't want to take the vaccine and you want to stay at home forever and ever and never contact the human beings again, then that's the same as you drinking, because it only affects you. As soon as you step out your door unvaccinated, you now have put yourself behind the wheel of a car. Will you always get into a car accident when you drive drunk? The odds are no. But the chance is still there. You no longer take your life into risk, you take others as well. You can still get into a car accident that just affects you and just kills you. But you also are putting others at risk. And that's the best equivalent I can think of. When you don't get vaccinated, you're not just putting yourself at risk. The unvaccinated, when the Delta variant came, it was spread throughout the unvaccinated quicker. And to the vaccinated people were less likely to be hospitalized, like tremendously less likely to be hospitalized when hit with the Delta variant or the other variants. I think that 90% of the hospital patients on this second upswing were unvaccinated. So 10%, only 10% of the hundreds of thousands of people, or yeah, I think it's over hundreds of thousands of people with the Delta variant. Only less than 10%. I think it's actually technically less than 10%, but we give 10% are vaccinated people who are hospitalized. And even them, they don't normally succumb to the virus. There are a few cases where they had underlying conditions that didn't, that the vaccine didn't take effect as well in them. And that's such an unusual state of affairs, as you could tell. 1 in 10. You know, that's what 90% is. When 90% of the people are unvaccinated, that means 1 in 10 had the vaccine and still. So I like those odds personally. I know there's better odds. There's better numbers out there about like actual statistical numbers that I know people believe are falsified, but I still don't understand what you think, like, or people think the government is to gain from all of this. They're hemorrhaging billions of dollars. It's not like the government's winning, paying businesses, you know, who go bankruptcy, who have to file bankruptcy because they can't fully open, because people aren't fully vaccinated, and then they can't risk their employees because they work. Like, if you own a restaurant in a place, in a county where 90% of the people don't believe in vaccines, and you employ, you know, some of that 10%, you can't put your people at risk. You know, some choose not to, you know, because people want to think that their freedom is being infringed on. Like, it's not like you didn't have to get the polio vaccination when you were going to school, or the measles, mumps, and rubella vaccination when you were going to school, or, you know, and it's not for the betterment of the government. It's for the betterment of the people. Like, that's the part that's so weird. I don't know. Whenever I hear I don't even know how to say it, because I don't want to be condescending, obviously. But whenever I hear somebody with a point of view that seems to me, just to me, to be really have no common sense for basis, and then no statistics to back it up. They just spew like what they repeat what they've heard, and there's no like clinical studies behind it or science behind it or any of that stuff. It just makes me think of like the movie The American President. It was such a good movie. But there's a line where Michael J. Fox's character, Lewis, is arguing with the president, which is Michael Douglas's character. And they talk about the fact that when you don't stand up for what's right, you allow the person who stands up for what is wrong to be the only voice heard. And I know there's an analogy about drinking the sand. You know, basically, you know, men who are dying of thirst will crawl across the sand looking for, look for water, and if there is none, they'll drink the sand. And then Michael Douglas was saying, like, they don't drink the sand because they don't know better. I don't know, but it's a really good comparison to what's going on. It's just that whole, like, basically, if you don't stand up for what is right, or stand up for what is the truth. And I will tell you, when it comes to personal experience, there could be many truths, but when it comes to facts and science, math, things that are permanent and solid, there isn't. There either is fact or there is fiction. There either is fact or there is fact that has been disproven to be a falsification. What I mean by that is because, like, we had facts last week that we may feel with science and study that, oh, that was the fact then, but now we realize with X, Y, and Z added to it, we can create other situations or something along those lines. So I hope you understand what that means. I recommend the movie if you haven't seen it yet. It's really good. It's a romantic dramedy. It's not really drama too much. It's really like a romantic comedy that has like those, touches of seriousness and political basis and that kind of stuff. But was that it? I feel like there was one other thing, but can't really remember. I don't know. And then my sister went ahead and told me that gabapentin can be related to memory loss. And I'm like, what? Now I got to look that up. Because it's hard sometimes to put a thought together. But I figured because I have so much in my brain. I do have a lot on my mind. It's not bad. It's not stressful. It's just a lot. It's just trying to process it all. Trying to put all the ducks in a row while you're processing it. I feel like there's an octopus in my brain that has something in each hand. That's how I feel. I used to describe my thought process as a 3-reeled projector that had to have something spinning on all 3 reels to be coherent and I concentrate. But now that maybe turned into an 8-reel projector. Oh, it's an 8-handed octopus with stuff in 6 of its hands, and the other 2 hands are trying to put the stuff on and off the 3 reels in my brain to try to focus on exactly what is going on. Oh, gotcha. Listen, I'm gonna go. I know this was a weird vlog today, but I'm in a weird place. Oh, I didn't sleep last night. I fell asleep pretty well, and I accidentally got woken up like an hour after I slept at like 10:30. That was it. It was like a nap. Couldn't fall back to sleep till 4 o'clock this morning. And then, of course, the alarms went off at 6 and 7. So then I got up at I think I got up like 7:30, but I just like laid here and decided if I was going to go to the bathroom or not. I need to go to the bathroom, but it's a long walk and I'm tired and I don't know. The fights you have with yourself in the morning. But I love you guys and I'm so grateful for each and every one of you and for being here with me. And as always, you guys take care. God bless. I'll see you next time. Bye. Bye.